Good morning, everyone. I'm Noam Devi. I was a bit nervous until I heard the other speakers, and then I was just like, what am I nervous about? Wow. Sue, Tyler, thank you very much for sharing. Very moving indeed. Thank you for the invite to be here today. So I'm very lucky to represent Cardiff University today. I actually work on the staff development side, so training and development is what I do day in, day out. My colleague Julie Bugden, who I'm stepping in for today, couldn't be here, but I'll be saying a few words about Cardiff University's work in this area. Cardiff University played a key role in the Engage to Change project 8 years ago, I hear now, which now the support internship, it was the first site in Wales and the only university still to support the programme. It employs several members of staff with learning disabilities to this day, but as we know, there's challenges ahead. Why is this important? What I have seen, and although I don't work directly with the project, and what we've heard from some of the stories shared today is it can have a massive impact from that first day. Has anybody been to Cardiff University? We did some community engagement recently and people were like, where's the front door? How do you get in? It's this massive grand building. My first day I was like, am I really working for this organisation? So it can be daunting for everyone going into that university. And then the change from the first placement to the second placement to the third placement, it's palpable. But for an institution, why is it so important? And I've spoken to people who have been those mentors, and the learning from that first day of being a mentor to the last day, if we could capture that learning and spread it across the university, how inclusive that university can be would be magical. It's a shame that we have to go through that process to learn, in a sense. It shouldn't be there for everyone. As well as creating a more diverse workforce, some figures were shared around groups that are ignored, if we're going to use the right terminology, not representation, part of a society. Not only is that something that we know and recognise and we shouldn't be ignoring, but there's examples of here of how we can change that we really need to build on. And to boil it down, it's just about that opportunity. It's just about valuing it. And often when I'm in meetings, I'm asking, how much do we value this? How much do we care about this when the question is what we're doing or what we're not doing? And this programme is something that we really want to build on. I've heard how many times, how can we make this easy read? How can we make reasonable adjustment, not just something that people should do, but they actually do on the ground? And I've been in the university 1 year, and it's been on emails 100 times. So we're doing a bit of a let's stop here. What do we need to do to change? I don't know, I use this analogy, I don't know if it works for anyone, but hands up if you've ever been stuck in traffic. And you ring someone and you say, I was going to swear that, I'm stuck in traffic. And actually, no, you're not stuck in traffic, you are the traffic. And that's the analogy I'm trying to get people to think of at Cardiff University. No. And when you start to think like that, you can actually change things. But as we know, change is not something that happens fast, particularly in an organisation of 7,500 staff. I'm genuinely excited to be here today and to listen. I often don't get this opportunity, and I come from a background of anti-racism education, and now my role is equality, diversity and inclusion with all the perceptive characteristics. It's invaluable hearing people's experiences. I've made so many notes and learned so much already, so thanks for the invitation. I was going to share a few things that we offer as an employer more broadly, whether it's celebrating International Day of People with Disabilities, whether it's staff networks, a place for people to come together and input into the wider work that the university are doing. Training and development provision, going back to reasonable adjustment, particularly managers, knowing that managers are the biggest influence on the culture at the university. If we can get that right, it can have a big impact. Access Able is a programme where we've digitised our campus, that big, scary, old campus that's very inaccessible. We've digitised it so we can have that feedback back and forth. People can share challenges with it. And and we can change, but also you can view where you're going step by step before you get there, just to make life easier for us all. Business Disability Forum, which are experts that offer support and advice. Sadly, it's often when people need that advice, they learn and they step into that space. But how can we make that something where, I call them the prisoners, the people who don't want to learn about it or don't turn up to the training, how can we get them to do the training? That's my aim. As well as the Disability Confident Award, which we're tasking ourselves to achieve by the end of this year. That's it from me. Thank you very much for the invite today.